It's a bright, sunny, but cold February day, and I'm out on a country road delivering a couple of toboggans that I bought yesterday for a friend of mine, and I'm going to deliver them to him at his homestead. His name is Tom, and Tom and I go on a lot of pics together, and he's kind of a local celebrity. Everybody knows him. He knows everybody, definitely. And I met him a couple years back, and we've done a lot of deals together. And when I get a hoarder house clean out or an estate clean out, Tom is the person that I'll call. And he usually comes out and buys the interesting things. And I enjoy dealing with him. I talk to him, weekly, multiple times a week. And he's always funny, and I never know what he's up to. So we're going to pull into his homestead in a second here, and I'll go into his shop and introduce you to him, since you're going to be seeing him quite often on my pics. So I'm going to point the camera down when I pull into his home so his address isn't visible, and here it is right now. Okay, I can bring it back up. This is Tom's. That's his shop over there. And this is a granary that he built. He actually moved it onto the property, and it's beautiful inside. So I'm going to back up to his shop so we can unload these toboggans at some point. And that should be good right there. Okay, I'm going to head into his shop and introduce you to Tom. How interesting and cool is this place? It's one of my favorite places to come to. Got a lot of signs, just a lot of very cool, awesome things. Got truck doors up on the side of the barn. Just an awesome, awesome setup. So, I'm going to get ready to walk in and introduce you to this man, this friend of mine. Here we go. Thomas.
Randy.
How you doing, man?
Thanks for coming out today.
Hey, got two good toboggans for you.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Where
yeah,
are they from?
They're from Rapids.
Okay,
Friend of mine in
great.
Rapids.
Okay, I'll look forward to doing something with them.
Yeah. I introduced you on the way out here
Okay.
and told everybody how I know you, how we met,
Yep.
and how cool you are. And I said you're kind of a local celebrity, and which you are.
Well, it's true.
It is true. So I'm going to scan your workshop here just to give them an idea of where you create your magic.
Okay, great.
And Tom's got so much cool stuff out here. The coolest thing, this is how he heats. That's old school right there. But if you need anything, especially anything interesting, this is a place that people come. Here's a project. What are you working on, Tom?
Well, right there, that's one of these window boxes I make.
Mm-hmm.
And I have people in different cities that buy a bunch of them, and as fast as I make them, they go. So I get old windows, smash the glass out of them, add whatever hits me that makes it look the best it can be, and put it on, put it up for sale.
So this would be the window frame?
Yep, that's the frame of the window.
And then
The wainscoting, the back is off a farm about 20 miles from here, and then the top is oak, with the live edge on it. So, and then it's barn board. So it's pretty simple, but you got to have a pile or quite a collection of different kinds of pieces to throw together, and then you got to hit with the inspiration of how to do it or what to use. So that's worked really well for me. It's a lot of fun.
And this is what you do. Here's another piece over here. Tom sells a lot of items throughout the state of Wisconsin and as far south as Illinois.
And Michigan.
And
Yep.
Michigan.
The Upper Peninsula. Yep.
They're very rustic, they're primitive, they're farmhouse, and it's what people like buying around here. Here's a window frame that's going to be made into something, I'm sure.
Yep, that's gonna be another one of those window boxes. Last week I made 7 of them, sold them all, and the ladies line up for the white ones.
They like that white color, that
They
shabby.
Like that, yep, they like that white color.
Mm-hmm.
And they like a lot of shelves and little cubbies in there.
This is such an awesome place. This is what a workshop in central Wisconsin is all about. When Tom talked about live edge is when you have a board that's cut and the bark is still on it, which makes it a live edge. What else you got coming up, Tom?
Well, I got the 2 toboggans you brought me, so one of the things I love to make is toboggan bookshelves. So I make them as tall as the toboggan is. The edges of them come out to the same distance that the top of the toboggan curves out to. And I always like to get toboggans that are very colorful, that have great old patina with good color in them. And then I'll use the same wood that's on the side of here. I got a hold of some fir that was 12 inches wide and 20 feet long. So I used that for the sides of the toboggan.
That's thick.
Yeah,
That's a
it's
thick plank
thick
right
and
there.
it's very, very old, and it's fir, and the color just pops out. And then I'll use red oak for the shelves. And that's another item that is fun to make, and people like them. So
Where do you get most of your lumber from? I know you get some from me on the picks.
yeah, I have gotten a lot from Randy through picks, but I have a couple farms where I get them, and I'm always looking. That means this, it's like when I go to a farm and I'm going for a certain item, I'm actually going for a whole bunch of other stuff. And I've landed some major scores by just saying, do you have any lumber laying around you want to sell? So a lot of people, they don't want to advertise to sell it or have people out, but they want to get rid of it. That's where I enter the picture.
And you actually have taken down buildings, haven't
Yeah,
you?
I've taken down buildings. So I'm only 76 years old. So my mom lived till she was 97. So I got a lot more buildings to take down in the next
Still a
20
kid
years.
at heart.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, let's walk through. Tell me about the shrine that you have set up here.
Well, I made this kind of after my mom died. She was 97. I took care of her the last 10 years of her life. She was in assisted living, and my wife was a big part of that. But I decided to kind of make something in honor of her. And then I started putting, obviously, junk on it. Like I had at least 15-point beer cone head tap handles, all kinds of religious statues. But my MO is I like to move stuff, meaning I like to get stuff, and after a while, I don't need it anymore. And as soon as I get rid of that, I get to get some more stuff. So for me, it's all about moving things. It's all about volume, and it's all about creating. I love to create, and just go with what feels right to me. When I'm making things.
How long have you been doing it?
So I worked at the university in Stevens Point for 35 years. I was a collector since I was about age 2.
What do you do at the university?
I was a physician assistant. At the university, I took care of sick and hurt students. So 10,000 students, like a small town or a big little town, and a lot of people to take care of. So I did that for 35 years. But I bought this farm when I was 23 years old, back in 1972. And then I started getting tools and things to build things with because I didn't have any and I couldn't afford to hire anybody. So everything I figured out, like how to fix stuff and do stuff and make stuff. And then I started selling some things maybe 6, 7 years ago, just because I had so much stuff. Got to run and out of room. And my need to get more stuff was greater than my need to keep stuff. So I just started selling stuff and really enjoy having people out, showing them around, talking to them, and being here, living the dream that I dreamt a long time ago, being here out at my place. So for me, it's not really about the money, even though it's nice. It's about creating and meeting people and feeling good about what you're doing with your time.
Yeah, with me, what's interesting is I love seeing things that remind me of things when I was growing up.
Yeah.
I know I've been on a lot of picks with you, and I've been to your shop, and we've known each other long enough to where I know you enjoy finding things that trigger memories in people, and then you can put it in their hands through your shop or your Facebook page. And that's important too, to see their faces light up.
Yeah, I had maybe 10 Ham's beer signs, like motion signs. This beautiful old, very expensive.
Very collectible.
Sign. Yeah, yeah. And what I decided to do is sell them. And then I started focusing immediately on how happy people were when they left here with those items.
That's the cool thing.
Yeah, so that felt really good, you know. And everything I get, I really get excited about getting things. I'm so thankful that I still feel that way about items, you know, when I get them. But at the same time, when people come out here and they say to me, "What's for sale?" I'm like, everything but my wife and my truck.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know, you've been on some really awesome pics with me.
Yeah.
We work well together.
Yeah.
And we find a lot of cool things.
Yep.
Yeah.
And Randy buys the estate, and then he lets me come in, and then he gets the things that he wants to get, and then anything else is fair game. So even like if I say to Randy, "Hey, how about the tower for the antenna for the TV?" Okay. So out goes my Sawzall, down goes the tower, and then I take that home. And
what do you do with those?
I take them apart and I sell them. A lot of people need towers, you know, and the way I cut them down is I use a Sawzall.
Right.
And it's just, I've cut down a lot of trees, and it's a lot safer cutting down an antenna tower than it is a tree. So, and I think it's a lot of fun. You know, the little kid in me comes apart, and it's funny because it seems so simple, but go do it and then figure out how to get it apart. Well, I figured out how to get it apart, you know, to make it easy and get it home, and I do a lot of that.
But I've seen you haul some pretty long antennas that you couldn't get apart.
One time, this was nuts. I bought two 30-foot long aluminum light poles, 30 feet long, one piece, pretty darn heavy, and hauled them on a 12-foot trailer. Now that was asking for trouble, and I got it. But anyway, I got them home and sold them from Stevens Point to a guy in Chicago.
Wow.
Who came and got them.
So how do people find you? On your Facebook page?
I think a lot of it's become word of mouth.
But if somebody sees this video and they're in Wyoming and they say, "I would like Tom to make me something, create something for me," how would they get a hold of you?
Yeah, they can get a hold of me right off Facebook.
And
I have a lot of contacts every day.
And what's your Facebook page? Is it
It's under my name.
Tom? Okay.
Yeah. But I have a website.
Okay.
It's peacefarm.com. Piece.
Farms.
Farm.com.
Okay.
So I usually send that out to anybody who's going to be coming here.
And we'll put that in the description under this video so people can contact you.
Okay.
That would be awesome.
Yep.
Awesome.
One of my kids told me I needed a website. He's a kind of an international, almost entrepreneur market dude. He said, "Dad, you need a website." I said, "Luke, I need a drill." He said, "Why do you need a drill?" I said, "I need a website like I need a hole in my head." But he built the website, and then I said to my daughter, "And yes, I need someone to manage it." See, I don't like to be inside.
And she's very good at that.
Yeah, I don't like to be inside, and it's very easy for me to be out here all day long making things. So, yeah, you know, it wasn't an idea to go global. One of my kids wants me to be selling in Chicago, and you know, and I could do that, but I'm just having fun, want to keep it simple.
What Cheryl and I say a lot is what we're doing is slow living. We're living at a very slow pace, doing what we want and enjoying life.
Yeah.
And I think that's what you do also.
Yep.
But you do go 7 days a week. I know you. You work.
Yep. But you know that. Don't call it work.
Yeah.
I feel so blessed that I get up every day, and I'm pretty excited to do what I'm doing. You know, and our grandkids live right down the road both days. They're over all the time, and my wife supports, you know, what I do, and I'm very fortunate at this point in my life to have so much stuff I love to do and to be doing it.
Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk through your shop and just film the back part of it and then come back up. And I do want to say you're going to see a lot of Tom in our upcoming videos because I should be getting a lot of calls coming up now. Now it's starting to warm up a little bit. And Tom's the first person I call to come out and help me liquidate hoarder houses and estates that I need to clean out. So you'll be seeing a lot more of them. Plus, I want to come out here again, maybe in a week or two, and shoot another longer video and have Tom give us a tour of some surprises he has in a nearby field and walk through his barn, see his lumber supplies, look at some of the signs he has mounted on the buildings. So again, leave some comments, subscribe to the YouTube channel that we have, and hang out with Tom and I this summer. We're going to have a lot of fun. We go on a lot of adventures. If it's anything like it's been in the last year, it's going to be a pretty crazy summer coming up. So I'm going to do a quick walkthrough, and then I'm going to shut off the video, and Tom and I are going to go unload some toboggans. And I'm glad you checked out the video that we shot today. I know you're going to fall in love with Tom. He's an incredible person, and like I said, I met him about 2 years ago, and he never ceases to amaze me. So I'm going to do a quick walkthrough, shut this down. And Tom, one more thing?
Yep. You know, I've had a lot of cool stuff. Like I've had cash registers, like 30 of them. The really old ones that I learned how to fix, get them all shiny and fixed. I had a car and truck door collection from the county, 50 doors with names of businesses on
I
them.
actually showed the one you have on the bar.
Oh,
with
okay. And then I've had a lot of point beer stuff, a lot of ham stuff, but it's like, and people would say to me, you need to have the American pickers out there. I'm like, no, I don't. I'm funnier than they are, and I'm not selling them anything. So we're going to see if we can fill that little void.
Yeah, and we will. I have a feeling. Let me do a quick walkthrough, and then we'll unload. This is a place, if you're ever going to come to central Wisconsin, you need to check out Tom's website and come here, because I've been in this shop a lot of times, and every time I come in, I see something different. And it's just an amazing place, and the hospitality and the conversation with him, you can't beat it. It's just good central Wisconsin country, and you'll enjoy it a lot. Oh, there's a deer out in the yard.
Show them the deer on the wall here.
You see it? There's a deer right outside his window. You can see it by the fence right there.
Yep.
You can't.
I shot one out of the hot tub once.
You can't
Look at
beat
this
it.
guy. Well, there's something weird.
Somebody will probably want to buy that.
My brother made that for me in 1990 something. Thomas C. Jensen, deer hunter.
Somebody's going to want to buy that. I know they are.
How about these cute peace things?
Yeah, he makes a lot of piece things out of barrel rims. Those are the rims that would hold barrels together.
Here's one of my favorite guys. I call him the musky dude.
You sell a lot of these.
Yep, people love them for their cottage.
What is this one?
This one, this is the goose dudes. See, here he is. Got these sons of bitches about 9 this morning. He's feeling pretty good. Then we got this son of a bitch about 10 this morning. So that guy's going to jail.
And you sell a lot of all these. You make the frames.
Yep, I make the frames, you know, and try to make them looking rustic so they'll look good in your cabin.
There's some of the barrel rings. Okay, I'm going to end this video. Tom and I are going to go unload a couple toboggans. And again, he's walking away, but you're going to see a lot of them. Thanks for checking it out.